Okay, good evening, everyone. Tonight is round 11 of the UDL F1 League. We are here live at Hockenheim, Germany, awaiting qualifying. I would like to wish everybody a good night and look forward to some great racing tonight. Everybody will be looking to get points towards this because it is round 11. We are getting down to the wire on the amount of races we have left. Everybody's looking to get those crucial points for the rest of the season. We have our first two drivers out on track currently. We have a Red Bull of Real Space Hero and the Ferrari of Apex Glide out on track first. So currently, we have 5 people out on their outlap. Today we will be looking at a dry race. It'll be cloudy for most of the session. We don't have to worry about rain. It was a bit of an issue or a worry earlier on in the week, but it is not going to be an issue. Alright. So, currently in the point standings, for the driver's points, we currently have the leader being Pecan with 141 points, and Sniper Pig right behind him with 139 points. So Pecan is very close to losing that position if he does not get these valuable points. Sniper Pig has had some really good races up until this point, and he'll be looking to capitalize on that and continue it through the rest of the season. Alright, so Real Space Hero is now on his flying lap. He'll be the first to cross the line. And he will cross the timing line at a 113.98. And Sniper Pig pulls out an early lead of a 112.147, followed by Get That Money and Run of a 112.579. Vortex Killer went and dipped into the pit lane before he could complete an actual flying lap. Or, sorry, Apex, not Vortex. But Vortex does cross the line with a 113.2. So, as of right now, the constructors' points are, again, Red Bull and Ferrari very close, with Red Bull leading at 215 points and Ferrari at 213 points. Both Red Bull and Ferrari in both the Constructors and the Drivers' Championship are very close. Sinister Owl pulls out a second place time with a 112.3. Dollar about to set his first lap, and it is invalidated. Vortex looking to improve his time on the softs. This would be a good time to announce that Greco will be... This may be Greco's last race in the UDL due to personal issue or life issues. He will be starting work, so it will be sad to see him go because he is one of the top competitors in this league, but we wish him the best. Sniper Pig holding out the lead. And as I say that, Sandman takes a provisional pole of 111.5. Should be noted, though, that Sandman did that on the softs and Sniper Pig was on the mediums. We have a driver stopped on the circuit. Dollar going very slowly. Not sure what that was about. He seems to have gotten going, so... Oh, and he's off the track again. Real Space Hero looking to set another lap. And it does not improve. On board the Ferrari of Apex, looking to improve his time. And he goes to second place with Peak on his teammate directly behind him. Only 13 thousandths separating them. Real Space Hero looking for another lap. Econ dips into the pits along with his teammate. Sinister Owl looking to improve on his time of 112. Can he do it? And no, he does not. Sandman staying still in that provisional pole position, but Sniper Pig, which was on pole with the mediums, is now coming on to his flying lap on the softs. Three drivers, Madia, Kill the Birdman, and Glen Coco, have not set laps yet. We do have the... Oh, and Glen Coco does set a lap on the mediums of 1:14.8, but that is 17th position. It should be noted that penalties are on strict for qualifying, so a lot of invalidated laps, it seems like. Miami with lack of a front wing, not sure what happened there. 1:11.8 to get into second place, and Breezy 1:11.92 to put himself in third, knocking the two Ferraris out of the top three. I do apologize for the lack of car audio. Not exactly sure what is going on with it, but it should be fixed for the race. Madia is the only one to not set a lap at this point. Currently in the pit lane. Sniper Pig looking to improve his position back to a pole after being dropped down to 6th place. And he moves himself back up to 2nd. The 1:11.684, and he spins it into the wall, losing a piece of his front wing, and rejoins in a terrible way and knocks Wild Taquito out of qualifying. That is not the way to rejoin the track, and that will be reviewed. Wild Taquito is not going to be happy about that. Apex on his first lap on, I think, a second set of softs. And does not improve. Madia still without a valid lap time. Masashiro looking to improve on his 15th position. Crosses the line and does not improve. Bossman starting one of his first laps on softs. Pecan has dropped down to 7th position with Sinister, Breezy, and Vortex getting times quicker than his. Nadia looking to set a valid lap time and does not do it. Apex dips into the pit lane. Dollar off the track. Killer Birdman improves, but does not improve his position. Pecan moved his way back up to 4th with a 111.8. Nobody has been able to touch Sandman since he set a 111.2. But Sinister has gotten closer. Breezy and Dollarhide retired from the session, same with Sandman, which is very upsetting to Sandman after qualifying on pole position. Not sure what happened there with so many drivers retiring. Oh, and Killer Birdman gets very loose coming out of the final corner and almost runs it into the wall on the inside of the pit lane. Can't tell if that's a AI or... Yes, it is. So, interesting qualifying with the amount of retirements, especially in the last few minutes. 3 retirements within 3 minutes of the end. So, your qualifying is Sandman in pole position, Sinister Owl and Sniper Pig wrapping up the top 3. Pecan and Apex, the 2 Ferraris, wrapping up the top 5. Breezy, Vortex, Sevopie, Get That Money and Run, Real Space Hero, wrapping up the top 10. Miami, Dollarhide, Killer Birdman, Rembo, Masashiro, Bossman, Madia, Wild Taquito, Glen Coco, and Greco to finish out your grid. Alright, now we have to do a lobby reset. Waiting on the invite for the race lobby. After the F1 race, be sure to catch the F2 race. I'm not sure if it'll actually be streamed. If it is, we will post the links in the chat. Our normal streamer does have something to do, so I'm not sure if he will be able to, if they will be able to do it. There we go. Got the invite. Lobby should be getting underway and as soon as everybody's in. Alright, looks like we have all our drivers in the lobby. Waiting on everyone to ready up. Not sure what the wait is on. Going to game chat to check. Sorry about that interruption. Not exactly sure what the holdup is. The lobby host is readied up. Alright, we are getting notifications that everybody in the top 10 must run on softs as per F1 regulation. Okay, the lobby is started. Looking like it's going to be an interesting race with the amount of spins we had in qualifying. Once everyone is readied up, we will start the formation lap. Okay, and our drivers are off for their formation lap. Sandman leading the pack, followed by Sinister and Pecan. Apex Glide, Breezy, Vortex, Sniper Pig, Devopie, Get That Money and Run, Real Space Hero, Miami, Dollarhide, Killer Birdman, Brembo, Masashiro, Bossman, Maria, Wild Taquito, Glen Coco, and Greco. That is your grid for today. As the drivers... Oh, and Glen Coco leaves the session. Hopefully he'll be able to return for the race. That'd be very disappointing. As our drivers get their tires and brakes warmed up for the race. Sandman doing great in qualifying. If he can continue that in the race, he might have this race in the bag. Sinister, though, he will be right behind him. He was decently close in qualifying, so that could be a very interesting race. The top 5 together will be very close. As they approach the final 2 corners of their formation lap, they will be forming the grid. All right. Drivers lining up on the grid. And our red lights are up. And we are green for the round 11 of the UDL F1 League Championship at Germany. Sandman loses a lot of positions in the beginning of the race, dropping from 1st to 6th. Oh, and we have a spin of Madia dropping back, almost taking out a couple more people. Oh, and we have another spin, losing, that was Miami losing his front wing. Almost taking out Madia in the process. Rejoining the track. Very tight racing, which is very dangerous at this track. Hecon getting an incredible start, moving up to 1st place. Oh, and get that money and run, gets a little bit on the grass, almost loses it. And his teammate spins out, taking off the front wing of Killer Birdman. Madia running wide as well in the final corner. Pecan already pulling out a lead of over a second on Sinister Owl. Everybody's pretty bunched up as of right now in the mid-pack. Oh, and Masashiro spins into the wall. Along with Dollar. And a very eventful race so far. Driver's starting to fall in the line here. Hyperbig looking for a move on Apex. Oh, and he spins it into the dirt. Drivers are having a lot of traction issues here at Hockenheim. Okay, oh my, Vortex spins and then gets taken out after rejoining the track and moving very slowly in the middle of the course. Top 5 just pulling away. dive bomb by Madia onto Masashiro, causing damage to his front wing. Sinister moves up to first place, taking it away from Pecan. Apex moving into third. And Real Space Hero is retired. Brembo as well, and Get That Money and Run looks like he has damage from the situation as well. We have a massive wreck. And Glen Coco gets involved in the wreck as well. Three retires from one incident. That's gonna... Yes, and we have a virtual safety car. That was very much needed in that situation. Massive wreck coming out of turn one. We are now under yellow for the full course. And we are green. Pecan makes a move on Sinister Owl. He cannot make it stick around the outside. He's still going for it though. He falls back in line. Sandman looking for right on the diffuser of Pecan. Apex has a spin. Double Pie looking to make a move on it, and Apex goes into the pits very early in the race. Miami goes for a move on Get That Money and Run and gets it done. Sandman, they are 3 wide going into the hairpin. Sandman gets the move done on Pecan, but they come out of the hairpin 3 wide as well. And Sinister does go onto the wall, or grass a little bit, but Sandman gets the worst of it. These top 3 are battling it out right now. Sandman right on the diffuser of Sinister. Pecan dives into the pit lane. And Greco retires from the race as well. A lot of retirements from this German Grand Prix. For the most part, drivers have seemed to separate now during the pit rotation. So, as of right now, during your pit rotation, the standings are Sandman, Sinister Owl, and Bossman in the top 3, followed by Sebapai Pecan in the top 5, Apex, Sniper Pig, Wild Taquito, and Breezy and Masashiro rounding out your top 10 for the points. Sinister Owl dips into the pits and comes out on hards. Moving Pecan into 3rd place after the pit. Sandman still pushing hard on those 8-lap-old softs. They gotta be getting warned by now, so he will be pitting here soon. And he does. Can he exit the pit lane before Bossman gets through? And I don't think he can. So that puts Bossman up into 1st place. And Pecan makes the pass on Sandman as well to get into 2nd. Apex coming up on a lapped car. Be able to get by no issues. And he does. Evopai looking to make a move on Masashiro. Masashiro missing front wing pieces, so it shouldn't put up much of a fight, and he gets by. Breezy right on the back of Sinister Owl looking to make a move. Bossman with the 10-lap-old mediums leading the race. Not sure how long those mediums are going to last in this situation, but Pecan should start catching here soon with the wear on Bossman's tires. Breezy looks for a move down the straight. He has DRS, so he will be able to get it done, but Sinister Owl might be looking to come back in the hairpin. And he's not going to be able to. Breezy has the run, and he makes it stick. Masashiro and Miami having a very close battle. Masashiro's wing damage is not helping him with these battles. Pecan has closed the gap on Bossman to now just 2.9 seconds from 4.5 coming out of the pit lane. But Sandman right behind Pecan, only less than a 4/10 gap. Sandman just waiting for any little mistake on Pecan's part to make that pass. He has the fresher tires. He is going to have DRS coming out of this tight right-hander. Sandman makes the pass, but can he make it stick through the hairpin? And no, he spins it. But he does keep the position, but that is going to wear at his tires a little bit. Not a full spin, but still enough. Breezy and Sinister Owl still at it. Breezy maintaining a even gap of about 5 to 6 tenths. Only in the DRS is he gaining. But he does have DRS coming into here, and he makes the move. Can he get it to stick? He will have DRS coming out of this corner. And he will get it. And he holds it. Get that money and run. Getting very close to Masashiro. Having a rough start to this race. He'll have DRS. We should be able to get this pass done. But he drives it too deep. He will have the run coming out, so he does get the... He will have the opportunity to get that pass done, and he does. Bossman, after pit, drops down to 5th, with Sandman leading this race, and Pecan 3 seconds behind him with his teammate right on his diffuser. Mr. Owl right behind Breezy on the DRS, breaking into the hairpin, but he has the outside. Can he make it stick? And they're side by side. Breezy has the upper hand. And Breezy holds on to it. Oh, he runs a little wide, and that leaves the door open for Sinister Owl, who gets the pass done. Breezy's not going to let off that easy, though. He does not have it, though. Apex and Pecan still running very close, within 5 tenths of each other. Breezy closing back on Sinister Owl. Apex gets the pass done on Pecan. Not exactly sure what happened there, but Pecan did drop back quite a bit. Breezy making the pass on Sinister Owl again. Sinister Owl defending into the hairpin on the inside and holds the line. We are currently halfway through this race now. Been a quite eventful race. Many retirements and a lot of position changes so far. Breezy looks up the outside. Get that DRS on the straight. Look for another move on Sinister Owl. Been back and forth between these two all race. Sinister Owl breaks himself a little bit, leaving the door open for Breezy for a cutback. Breezy gets it. Two Ferraris just holding each other within a second of each other. Currently, Bossman, as of right now, has moved up 11 positions since the start of this race, followed by the next highest, which is Wild Taquito with 7 and Masashiro with 5. Very impressive with Bossman. Mr. Owl not giving Breezy any breathing room. Wild Taquito coming up pretty close to Miami as they're coming into lap traffic. Quite a bit of unlucky moves there in that traffic. Nobody really likes that. We're currently 20 laps into this 34 lap race. Breezy and Sinister Owl have been battling it out the entire race, just not giving either person any breathing room. Any mistake can cost one of these two drivers. The rest of the drivers, for the most part, most of this race have been pretty spread out. Sinister Owl starting to lose a little bit of time on those, on Breezy, possibly due to the tires degrading. But Breezy does have longer used tires, so maybe Sinister's not having exactly the best luck with the worn tires. Breezy is slowly catching Bossman in front of him. Oh, and there's... Breezy spins it. I'm not sure if there was contact there. He manages to save it, but he loses a lot of time on Sinister Owl. Go check the replay. It does look like there was a bit of contact on Sinister's part. Oh, and we have a spin from Maria. Luckily no one else was caught up in that. Breezy catching back up to Sinister Owl. Breaking hard into the inside of that hairpin and gets the pass done. Sandman entering the pits, dropping down to third. Apex and Pecan will have to pit soon, though. Those mediums are getting very old, so they will have to deal with that. Sandman will probably start catching before they even get to the pit lane. Breezy now within a second of Bossman. It's about to turn into a 3-horse race. Oh, and Bossman gets into the dirt a little bit and loses the positions. That moves Breezy up into 4th and Sinister Owl into the top 5. Bossman is not giving up the position easily, though. He will try and take it back. Mr. Owl goes for a move on Breezy up to the inside of the hairpin. Being sure to not outbrake himself, he gets the pass done. Bossman right behind him now. Ready to capitalize on anything he can get. Oh, and he runs a little bit into the dirt there. Get that money and run. Getting close to Dollar Ride. As Masashiro It's DNF'd. Not sure what for, but yet another retirement. Three wide through the hairpin. The two Renaults and Breezy. Oh! And there's contact with Sinister Owl and Breezy, allowing Sniper Pig to get into this battle. Sandman now right on the diffuser of Apex. Looking for a there's contact and he gets put in the wall. Breezy enters the pit lane. Sniper Pig looking for a move on Sinister Owl. Sniper Pig gets the move done, but Sinister has the DRS, so he will make the pass again. But Sniper Pig is on mediums. Though they are old, it's going to be interesting to see how the grip levels compare to the old hards of Sinister Owl. Sniper Pig makes his way through the pack past Breezy and Sinister Owl, and now just focusing completely on Bossman. Looking to get into the top three. Not sure how long his tires can last though. He is on 8-lap-old mediums. Not sure if he can last the rest of the race. Apex pitting and hopping onto the softs, as well as Breezy. Econ leading the race on 19-lap-old mediums. He does not pit. Sniper Pig moving within a second of Bossman now. Bossman is now 13 positions up from when he started this race. Sniper Pig makes a move on Bossman. They're too wide coming into the hard braking zone. Sniper Pig can't get it done, but he's not through with him. Sandman looking to make a move on Pecan. Sandman's tires are only 6 laps old compared to Pecan's 21 lap old mediums. And he gets the pass done. Pecan outbrakes himself and does not make the hairpin, which makes that gap larger. Sniper Pig looking for a pass on Bossman. Gets it done. Can he make it stick? And he can. It'll be interesting to see how Sniper Pig's tire wear falls off compared to Bossman's. Being only 4 laps older, but also being on the hards. Grid has started to spread apart. A lot less battles than there was previously in the race. Not to say that Sinister isn't pushing, he's definitely gaining on Bossman. Just not quite there yet. Sinister looking to get a move done on his teammate. Dollar also making a move. And Wild Taquito. And he gets it done. Back to Sinister. Closing in on his teammate. Tires are older, but he does seem to still have the pace. Apex starting to close in. Not sure if his tires will have the life at the end to be able to maintain that closing rate. Sinister down to 4/10 between him and his teammate, but Apex down to only 6/10 behind Sinister Owl. Apex looks to the inside of Sinister Owl and he gets the pass done. Now looking to the outside of Sinister's teammate, Bossman, and he will get it done. He makes 2 passes in 2 corners. Apex is on a warpath right now. Sinister's not yet done with Bossman, though. Still looking to gain that position. Get into the top 5. Not sure if Sinister's going to be able to do it. He only has 2 laps left. And his tires are much older than Bossman's, and he's losing that time. Bossman's not letting Apex get away before the end of the race. Ooh, and Madia losing traction, causing Apex to slow down a little bit on the straight. And we are into the closing lap, the final lap of this German Grand Prix for the UDL. Sandman just running away with the lead towards the end of this Grand Prix. Everybody looks pretty stable in their position. Does not look like there's going to be any position changes this late in the race. As long as Sandman can hold it in for this last corner, and he does, he will be the winner of round 11 of the UDL F1 League at Germany, followed by Pecan and Sniper Pig. Apex will be your 4th place, and Bossman in number 5. Oh, and Apex drops down due to a penalty, and Bossman gets 4th, Apex 5th, Sinister Owl 6th, Breezy 7th. There's a bit of a mix-up, or a bit of a spin from Miami. That leaves the opening for Sevopai. And Sevopai will take 8th. Miami in 9th and get that money and run in the final position, wrapping up the top 10. Final points paying position, I should say. There are your top 3. What a final closing few laps of that race. The battle between Apex, Sinister Owl, Breezy, and Bossman just got very heated towards the end of that race. Great to see close, clean racing from those drivers. And that is your final standings. Sandman, Pecan, Sniper Pig in the top 3. Bossman, Apex Glide, Bossman and Apex Glide wrapping out your top 5. Sinister Owl, Breezy, Sevopai, Miami, and Get That Money and Run wrapping up your top 10. Followed by Dollar, Wild Taquito, Killer Birdman, Madia, Masashiro Greco, Rembo, Glen Coco, Real Space Hero, and Vortex Killer. I have been your host, Jonathan. I hope to see you guys next week for round 12. Everybody have a good night, and we will see you next week.